Hi, all.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Working fine.
Very good. So traditionally we wait 1-2 minutes and then we will start. We see a lot of participants today.
Yes,
Quite a number,
wonderful.
and people are coming. That's good.
Yes, I think we're waiting for something from our side.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, I know. Okay, I think we can start. So welcome everyone. I welcome you at our 21st weekly DeFi sub-governance call. It's gonna be hot today, definitely. So, but we will start with our agenda as usual. So what we're going to discuss today, we had two topics that were discussed yesterday, actually. One of which is whether we need or not to go for other blockchains other than Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Polkadot. We had it, I remember, it was one of the first DeFi calls when we discussed this. So now a lot of time has passed, so maybe it's worth to discuss it again. Another topic is that there is a proposal currently in the DeFi, or I'm sorry, in the web design sub-governance to create an interface design for DEX contest already. So, but okay, well, we'll not go ahead of agenda, and we will discuss it in its due time. Next topic is implementation of the stablecoins. So some updates. I hope Vladimir is here, so he can have a slight touch on this as well. But anyway, Alex is here, right? Yeah, he's here. Brilliant. And finally, the biggest part of today's demo will be, today's discussion will be the demo of the functioning Ethereum to Freeton bridge. So Sergey and Patehin and me will be showing the demo to you. The future is near, in fact, so it's very fancy. So let's begin. The first topic on the agenda is the discussion on which blockchains we need really to build bridges to. Yesterday we had some polemics with Michael Kabanov about this, and my personal opinion is that speaking of DeFi, the audience itself is a sequence, is something that follows the money flow, and if there are some big DeFi projects and protocols who move to Freeton from other blockchains, the audience will definitely follow. Because, for instance, in Ethereum recently, all of you have seen the level of fees and the gas price. So it again became something that is not discussed in the polite community. But Michael provided some arguments that, for instance, Binance blockchain has a lot of projects in the DeFi sphere, and it has a lot of audience. And I would like to hear your opinion on this topic. So who would like to begin the discussion? I see Pavel. Pavel, okay, you're first, please.
Yes, hi. So actually, it's a bit controversial topic. So I will name pros and cons as how I see it. So arguments for this bridge, of course, that Binance is a monster, and they invest a lot in developing their ecosystem. So they have like all-in-one. So they have wallets, users, fiat bridges. I mean, from by related projects. They have launchpad. So it means that this ecosystem will survive in any case because they have a lot of dry power inside. So from that point of view, strategically, it is wise to propose an alternative for projects launched on their chain. At the same time, I agree that the strong point of Binance is actually users, and they push users to their projects. So it doesn't work. So it means that they still will be controlling users, and it will not bring users to our ecosystem because it's not like independent users. It's users which are routed by Binance. So I'm not sure, and also it is important that to understand developer motivation coming there. So if they come only for Binance users and for Binance grants, then they will not even look at Friton, even if we'll have the bridge. So those are like this is my view on like pros and cons on that. Of course, we so technically we should at some point very soon focus on not on bridges but on adding value projects on our site. Then
absolutely.
Yes, so and that I agree with your argument there. So because we can do much more. Bridges, I mean, bridge is it's not the value. We have unique platform.
Just,
we have
the
unique architecture.
entrance. It's as an entrance to the ecosystem of Friton, for sure.
Yeah, so we can do some unique features, and those unique projects, and those projects will draw attention for us independently.
Okay, thank you, Pavel. Mitya, please.
Yeah, just one thing to add, that we need a bridge to Dune. It's one of the requirements in the accepted merger. And of course, Olaps is doing something on their part, and they're learning very fast now on how to do it and so on. But maybe it's not a bad idea to run some contest to help facilitate that. Maybe need to talk to them. I don't know if we actually need to. Maybe why we are not asked. We should promote this call with this DeFi sub-governance with Olaps as well, with Dune network. So people from Dune will join because they're very.
Maybe you can just make just a couple of words about what Dune is, because maybe not everyone knows about it. So
we have approved merger with the Dune network. Dune network is a fork of Tezos, maintained by a very strong technical team of Olaps, which also contributed a lot, I think, to the Tezos itself, code base and stuff like that. So they're very competent guys, which comes from the formal verification and OCaml kind of background, and this is approved merger, and in this merger we will have to build a bridge, and they already doing that on the Dune side. We'll have to bridge that, so tokens which are burnt in Dune, they will be received in the approved kind of manner on Friton network to the same people who burning them in Dune. So there's some design to be made and some. So that is just a practical bridge that we need to build. We are going to build anyway. So I think that the contest inside DeFi maybe.
Why not? Let's maybe discuss this as a separate topic, because I agree that if it's a part of the deal with Dune, and the deal was approved by the main governance, as far as I remember. So it is to be. So we just need to discuss on how to tackle it.
Yeah, there are quite nice community also who will come to Friton, so it's like immediate benefit for everything. So that's just my on the bridges side.
And will Dune just stop existing after
Yes,
the
yes.
bridge is complete?
The network
Okay.
is going to be transferred to the POA consensus and then gradually kind of
Okay.
because all the
Oh, okay.
tokens will be burned against Freeton tokens, and it's a complete merger. Yeah, it's the first merger in history of blockchain, merger of two blockchain projects.
Yeah, before it was only fork, fork.
Exactly.
Now it's good. Now it's good.
Deforking.
By the way, what do you think about the Binance blockchain itself?
Isn't it centralized?
It is, but
Why are we
speaking,
even talking about blockchain? It's not a blockchain.
Okay.
Right? It's not a blockchain. So I mean, we could also make a bridge to USD. It's just the kind of same thing, right? So.
Okay, good. Ivan, you wanted to say something?
Oh well, just support you. This is like kind of DeFi engine.
DeFi engine. Okay, good. But anyway, so we are not speaking only about Binance here. It was just a kind of a trigger for the discussion, but there are a whole bunch of all other blockchains, and the question is, do we really need to focus on building bridges there, and if yes, to which ones, and in what priority?
Well, my opinion on that is very simple. You build bridge because you want to bring some value from one network, monetary value from one network to another, right? So you only build bridges to the networks where you think some value can flow into your blockchain. What are these networks? They're right, not a lot. Like you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum. I guess that's it.
Bitcoin we don't have yet.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but
you as a like in general,
I mean,
we have two networks
market
where the value is. All the rest is kind of not. I don't think it's very important.
Well, actually, there is a RAN protocol which already do a lot of stuff in that field. So maybe a bridge between RAN protocol and
you can build bridge to RAN or Cosmos and have all the rest covered, I think.
Yes, if we are talking about bridges, is not only about value. I am agree with you about that we have only two value network, Bitcoin and Ethereum. About another network like Polkadot and maybe another, it's more about teams, because there are teams who build a different solution in another network, and if you will create bridge with not variable blockchain, but with teams, it's bridge for teams, and maybe they will move their project from,
that's entirely
another
different.
Blockchain to Freeton.
Yeah, that's entirely different consideration. If you have, but that should be in with a particular. If you have a team that wants to do that and sees a value in that, then of course I think it's a valid argument. But it's case by case. You cannot just say, let's pick a blockchain. We don't know anyone there. We don't know if there is a team there. Let's just do the bridge in hope for some team come to us. I mean, that's not. I don't think it's
the right way.
How it should be considered.
Good. All right. Any other opinions, guys? Please. No. Okay. So now
one more. Sorry.
Yes, Alex, please.
Sorry, Vladimir. The opinion, why don't we have some repeatable contest, like, I don't know, to repeat it every month or every 3 months, and to reward some new bridges, because there are a lot of blockchains. And the last consideration about inviting other teams, inviting other developers, it's a good. So we can't be sure that they will come, but I think it's a very good reason that we will give them opportunity. And we can't predict will they come or not, but at least we will give them opportunity to come, and we will give them opportunity to make some complex solution using Triton as well. So why shouldn't we have some repeatable contest or bridges for all possible blockchains and reward who want to take part in this? It's my idea.
Okay. Well, Alexander has something to say on this, I think. Yeah, Alexander, please. We don't hear you. Just unmute, please.
Hello. Yesterday, do you remember you answered to Mikhail Kabanov that if you have some concrete, precisely, you can, maybe you can do it and we can do contests for this. And yeah. I mean, in this case, if some team comes and said, we have some code on GitHub, we have almost ready, or we start to implement something and we know how to do it, and let's do contests for some special bridge, for example, to Bitcoin, why not on the atomic swap or something else? Why not to discuss, to vote for this?
Absolutely.
It's mean that, yes, at first we need Ethereum, Polkadot, like a bridge to others blockchains, and Dune because it's our partner now. But it doesn't mean that we cannot discuss another option, another blockchains. And here the most important that if it's a concrete conversation and you have some good experience and want to edit something in Triton, why not? We can discuss.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would also add that, as always, we are here just to develop the whole ecosystem of the DeFi projects. If any interesting projects comes and they say that they are going to transfer some value to Triton, so we are always open for discussion. So, and that's why I answered also to Michael that I don't like proposals for the sake of proposals. So,
yes, it was
yeah,
some text little bit.
It is, you know, so there are a lot of things to be done yet, and we have a really, really long roadmap to go. And the bridge is just the first step, just the first one. It's one of the most important ones, of course, but it's only the first step. And it will not be successful unless some other protocols come to us, like for insurance, for DEXs, for, I don't know, for credits, deposits, what, anything. So these are the projects that we are interested in now, in fact. And if some of these projects that are successful ones and they are located in some other blockchains, and there will be a team who comes and says, okay, guys, so we are ready to build the bridge to this blockchain. So we are ready to discuss, of course. Yeah. It's just not to spend the time of all of us to discuss for the sake of discussion.
Okay.
My personal opinion, guys, just 2 cents on that is I would support almost any sort of integration with Binance. It's a quickly growing ecosystem. And of course, we can, try to be very intelligent and very, confident and blah, blah, blah. But I think it's important to buy that lottery ticket. So subject to, I obviously agree with the things like what Mitya said, that there should be like specific ideas and what the others said. But I'm certainly up for integration with Binance in whatever shape or form. But again, my personal opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. If there is any team that is capable of, and that is has some view on how the value from Binance will come to the Triton. So again, we are always open.
Yes, it's a really good idea. If it will be a good proposal. For now, it's only some little text. Some idea. I tried to have trading with Tom Crystal on some exchange that we have now, like Kuna and Bitcoin.com. And it's really not so good exchanges, and I have some bad experience with trading and not so big liquidity. Of course, in this idea to connect with Binance, with decentralized Binance, yes, it's a not so bad idea. to start to trading with Tom Crystal in pair with what you want with big liquidity. But it's need to be more than only idea. It's my opinion.
Well, it was to mention here that the tokenomics model of Tom Crystal and the whole idea behind this token, it's basically a governance token, right? And the supply is not so big, and so I think that the issue of liquidity is much more the issue of people don't want to like go to exchange and do some like market making, etc. It's not a tradable token, like it's not a use case for Tom Crystal. It's my opinion.
At least for now.
Yeah, at least for now. Maybe it's too young.
Yeah, everyone believes in Ton and doesn't want to sell it. Okay. All right. Any other opinions on this topic? Or we switch to the next one? Good. All right. So now let's discuss this small but very interesting case that we have here with weapon design governance. So as all of you know, so we have the DEX implementation contest running now, and some people from weapon design sub-governance already take the initiative to build some kind of vision of the interface of this DEX and how it can be built. In my personal opinion, it is a good initiative, but it's a bit too early for this because the design really depends on the functionality, so on the use cases, on the UX of the product itself, and only afterwards the UI follows. But the thing that guys from weapon design bring such initiatives, it's really an interesting topic. So let's discuss this. I see Dmitry is here. Yeah, please, Dmitry.
But DeFi sub-governance, it's about blockchain and ready products, and I'm not support any design contest for design. If we want to collaborate with any people who doing our products, they can collaborate it. But I'm strongly disappear with contest for design in our sub-governance.
No, it's not in our sub-governance. In fact, it's in the weapon design sub-governance. So it's not for the budget of the DeFi sub-gov.
It's their design, and we will launch all what we want. It's
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Please.
Yes. I'm the member of one of the Freeton members who wrote that proposal, and the idea was very simple. In fact, there are currently several teams which participate in DEX contest and are trying to make some blocks as other developers of the DeFi, and the interface is one of the blocks which need some clarification. Of course, different DEXs needs different designs. That's no doubt. But we have very popular products on the market, which very highly popular, like in Swap and like many clones of it. So why don't we have a simple design? There are no many screens at all. It's pretty clear, but I need some maybe identification, maybe some samples of this design, which can be bring by designers which we have in our community, and they can just try to think about such product. I think it's very important. We can start it earlier. Why do we want to start that later? I think it's better to make some iteration for design, and every team which develop DEX will give some ideas from what designers will imagine for products, how they feel it could. Maybe there will be several new ideas from our growing community. So I think it's a very, very nice topic to just start thinking about that. And all designers can make some mock-ups, some ideas, some screens, some layouts, and share with that ideas with the whole community, including the teams which are working on DEX. But that's all. I think it's there are very few prizes in that contest. It's just first three. First place, second place, and third place, and the whole budget is very laughing. There are just 10,000 of tons, 5 for first place, 3 and 2 for second and third place. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mitya. Yes, Mitya, please.
Yeah, there are some things that I want to add about this design. So first of all, like, if you talk about design, what do you mean? Because I'm coming from, like, I'm looking at the design as like the Bauhaus design principles, which principle number 3, I think, says form should follow function. So how can you think about a design without understanding of how the DEX works?
No. We have written the functionality, in fact, which
what do you mean written
should
functionality?
The description of the
You don't have description. You don't have it.
From user side. Of course, there can be very different DEXs, of course,
exactly.
But we describe just the
That's
very
not
common.
If you go, well, it's not enough. If you go to the once you take a particular functionality of particular DEX, you will see that your interface will be influenced by that significantly. You cannot just make a generic. Yeah, if you want a generic DEX interface, like generic interface of exchange, why won't you go to Binance as just print screen?
No. We have taken the sample of as you said, some common exchange, DEX exchange.
Yeah,
like
but you will see, but you might see here in this context, because we have a very different architecture, and you might be surprised by how different these DEXs will look like. I don't think you can just create an. By the way, Uniswap, like, compare the Uniswap with Binance interface. It's a totally different user experience, completely different. So
yes, I'm agree with Mitya. Okay,
I
guys,
don't think you can do that.
Let's stop spend our time about design questions. It's not our sub-governance.
It's just too premature, and it should follow function, and it should be. Then if you want to run a contest, I suggest you wait until the DEX contest finishes, and then if you want to run some kind of contest to create some interface on top of that. But also remember that you need to take into account the bots, because the interfaces also will be through the bots, and there are challenges in creating the bots for DEX operations. So maybe you should run a contest like that, and that will take you some completely maybe different place in terms of design. So I just don't think you're ready to run such a contest, and definitely should not be discussed here.
Okay, but I have only one question to Mitya. Have you read our design proposal?
No.
Okay,
do you think so? So wait. Okay. So let me bet with you right now on 10 tons that after you read your proposal, my view will not change. Are you ready to take the bet?
We are spending the time.
Sorry.
This is
yes.
yeah. just a little like advice from me. I heard the discussion, and I can say that there is a good initiative to make something useful, right, for other Freeton members. But consider building something on top of something existing, because when you have like something specified, then you can easily write up user stories on top of that, like you did with this contest. Like you basically wrote user stories around Uniswap and made a contest for that. This is basically this contest. So like take SMV, for example. Take like contest, governance interface, etc. Something that we already have. Like that's just my opinion. I think.
Okay, guys, I think that's it for now, because we can discuss it much more about this. But yeah, as I said in the forum, so please just wait. It's coming, and it's coming soon. So you will have the ground for building something on top of it. All right. So actually, let's take just a short speak on the stablecoins contest update. So Vladimir, Alex, maybe you just update shortly what's going on there, and we will come to the main point of the program.
Okay, I can. Yesterday we start to do this document. We make a draft from DEX stage 1 contest and start to fill in from stablecoin design contest, and after that we prepare a document. I think we start to do it we don't have much time this week, unfortunately. I'm and Masliko Vladimir, and from Monday we start to do it, and I think on the next week, more or less, it will be a finished draft, and we can discuss on the next call and decide some questions about terms, how it's long need to be, and maybe add some points, items that somebody comments and recommend.
Good.
That's all.
Okay, very good. All right then, Alex, I ask you just maybe if you can just drop a short next steps, so just in the discussion group, so that people, because people are asking and they want to be just informed what's going on, and maybe they can somehow be involved in this, and
okay,
if you need some help, so just don't hesitate to ask. So
it's a good idea. Okay.
We have a really active and very passionate community in our group.
Yes, but some teams ask me to not be, do not hurry because they involved in DEX contest,
but
and
still it's worth to be prepared at 100%.
Yes, why not? Of course.
Just to launch it instantly. Okay, very good. Now, the moment that we have waited for so long. So the demo of the functioning Ethereum to Freeton bridge. So Sergey, are you here? Yes, you are here.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Yes. So please just share the screen. I think I gave the permission. Please.
Okay. 1 second. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so let me begin. I'm gonna demonstrate all of you how the bridge between the Ethereum and Freeton works. Tell a little about its underlying architecture and show how it allows you right now to transfer Tether from Ethereum into Freeton and backwards, and how you can transfer Tether inside the Freeton with all the Freeton speed and cheap. So Let me begin. I'm going to use our UI. You can also visit it. It's tonebridge.io, and I'm going to use the Broxus Crystal wallet to interact with Ton site. You can download it also from the Broxus website. So let me begin. A few words about the bridge. Right now, it consists on three main components. First of all, it's a set of contracts in Ethereum. For example, the vault contract, where the locked Tether stores the set of contracts in Freeton. For example, the contract which means Freeton Tether after you transfer it from Ethereum and so on. There are actually a lot of contracts. And the most interesting part is the distributed set of relay nodes. Right now, we have 3 relay nodes, which are confirming the events, sign it, so you can actually what bridge do. It allows to transfer any event from Ethereum to Freeton and backwards. It means that it's not only about the cross-chain token transferring. You can build any dApp on Ethereum and integrate it with a Freeton, and backwards, you can take price feeds from Ethereum, for example, and easily transfer it into the Freeton, and you can imagine even more use cases. So what I'm going to show you, the cross-chain transfer, is just one way to use the bridge. And let me say that the current UI is an alpha version, so it will be changed over time. Consider this, please. So let's begin. As I said, a few words about the architecture. What is happening when you transfers your USDT from Ethereum to Freeton? You will see it in action a little bit later. And on the scheme, you lock your, for example, 10 USDT on the special token lock contract in Ethereum. After you have locked your tethers, it emits the special event, which is monitored by the set of relays. After they see it, after they wait enough confirmations to prevent 51% attack, relays confirm that the exact event has happened in Ethereum. They, by confirming, I mean that they commit a special proof into the special Freeton contract. And after enough confirmations is collected, in our case, you need 2 out of 3 relays to confirm the token lock. The special contract in Ton will mint you the Freeton USDT. And it works pretty much the same backwards. So let me just show you how it works. Right now, we're gonna use our tonebridge.io website. I'm gonna use the MetaMask wallet to transfer tethers from Ethereum to Ton. You see my current balance is 1,000 tethers. So let's say we're gonna transfer 900 tethers. Okay, as you see, you will receive the exact amount of USDT, so there is no fee in USDT on this direction. You only pay for fees in Ethereum to lock your USDT, and you will pay a much smaller fee in Freeton to collect your newly minted USDT. So let's do this. First of all, you need to specify on which address you're gonna send your tethers. So we just open our wallet and copy this. Okay, so let's verify. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, let's press next. After it, as usually in any dApp, you need to approve your tethers. So you can just set up an infinite approve, and you will not need to approve it, every transaction, or you can approve the exact amount. Well, it's up to you. I'm going to set up the infinite amount. So let's confirm the transaction. Let me set up the higher fee so we don't need to wait. Okay, so the transaction has been sent. I think it's going to be confirmed very soon.
Yeah, in a second.
Yeah, as you see, it's already confirmed. So let's wait a little more, a few seconds. Yeah, okay, it's also confirmed here. Okay, done. So here is the receipt. You can verify the amount, correct one. My address, also correct one, 3F. The receiver free tone address, also 92. And the additional details.
Yeah, also
So,
the contracts addresses so that you can verify it yourself.
Yeah, for example, this is an Ethereum proxy address. You can see it already has some balance in USDT. This is what I called vault a little bit earlier. You know, when you're moving your tethers to Freeton, you log it here. It's a verified smart contract. You can see all the details. Also, it is upgradable. So, you know, by developing the bridge in the future, we will definitely need to upgrade probably all the components, and the set of smart contracts in Ethereum and in Freeton is written considering this. So we have this ability. Okay, let's say everything is correct, and transfer tokens. Let me specify the higher fee also.
Yeah, just pay attention to the amount of fees that are currently in Ethereum. So it's $30 for just one transaction.
Yeah, it's not even expensive.
Yesterday it was something like 40.
It's not even funny, I would say.
Yes.
Yes. So you have seen the fee, and you understand that it's not very reasonable to use the cross-chain transfers for the amounts like less than $100.
I wouldn't say that $100 is a good
Okay,
amount
yeah,
to transfer with
probably more.
$30 fee.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you see the transaction have been confirmed. Here is, we have transferred 900 tethers to our vault, and it costs us like $20. Oh, sorry, I have stopped my share.
Don't panic.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
It's a Zoom panel.
No worries, we don't see it.
So let's move back to the Tom Bridge interface. You see that we need to wait 12 blocks. So that's preventing 51% attack. Only after 12 blocks has passed, the relays start signing the mint transaction. Usually it takes like a few minutes. So
I
let's
think we
wait a
can
little.
transfer the value of the whole Ethereum within this time on Freeton.
Absolutely. But still.
Sergey, why 12 blocks?
It is a kind of empiric value, you know, someone requires more, someone requires less. And as I said, it is all upgradable. So probably if it will be necessary, we will raise this amount, or probably not. You know, it's all empirical.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Does it mean that all the money that are locked in the Ethereum smart contract, because you have keys from this contract, you actually have access to all these funds?
Yes, right now, as I said, it is upgradable, and all the access is locked on the special multi-sig. So for now, we can upgrade pretty much everything. In the future, it will be definitely changed. Probably we will implement some governance system where there is no centralized party, and you can, propose updates, vote for them, and execute them or reject. So it's also kind of usual in the DeFi project. On the launch, the access is pretty centralized.
By the way, validators are now signing the transaction.
Yeah, you see that the 12 blocks has passed. You can verify it here. You see 15 already. And now relays are signing the special proof to the Freeton contract, like allow to mint the exact amount to the exact address.
Yeah, Ivan has a question. Ivan, please.
What is the like final proposed final solution for like how to decentralize that actually? So will anyone be able to run this relayer?
Yes, as I said, relays are already not one relay, but 3, and it's possible to add a new relay or, for example, remove existing. It is also locked on the relays voting, though right now you need 2 relays to confirm adding a new one. So right now it's still in testing, and it's still a little bit complicated to make it, but it will be definitely accessible to anyone. So by achieving some, maybe, by making some stake, and it is still in the development, you will be able to run your own relay node and improve the decentralization.
And do I understand well that the relay is basically minting token on Triton, like after seeing the transaction?
Relay is checking the events in Ethereum and sign the corresponding messages in Freeton and backwards. Transferring tokens, let me say one more time, is just one example of how you can integrate the bridge to your DEP. We have made bridge, and after that we have made cross-chain token transfer. You can imagine any cross-chain DEP and also integrate it with the bridge. So relays are not the exact party for transferring.
Yes. About relays, Sergey, we can show in our Explorer transaction what you do now.
Okay. So here it is, the Ton Explorer, and
yeah,
I sent in chat.
Yes.
Sorry.
It just opens the chat of Zoom, so you have the link there.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
So
Okay.
really, basically just coordinate on what is the latest events, and any application can just use that data, that consensus, as a source of truth, right?
Yes. So when you are integrating with the bridge, you just need to tell relays like watch this contract in Ethereum, watch these events, and if them happen, execute some arbitrary callback. You need to specify this. Execute callback after 2 out of 3 relays have confirmed this. So you can just integrate anything.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3 for now, but later the quantity of relays will increase and it will be the proper consensus.
Yeah. So as you see, we have already labeled the addresses. This is the main Freeton bridge contract. Also, you can see the first relay address, second one, third one, and they are all communicating with the central bridge contract. They are confirming our F2 Freeton token transfer. So let's move back to the interface. You can see that everything has worked fine. And so right now we can use our wallet to receive, you can see this button, it means receive the minted Freeton tethers. And as you remember, it cost us a lot to lock tethers in Ethereum, and it would cost us pretty much nothing to receive tethers in Freeton. Also, you can see here is the instruction. Since our tokens and every contract are open source, the documentation will be finished a little bit later. You can integrate the tokens into your wallet, into your exchange, into your Freeton dApp. So actually, you don't even need to use our wallet. Any wallet can support it. Anyone can work with tethers on Freeton. There is no proprietary contracts. So let's do the thing. Let me leave a few comments. You can see the two incoming messages. They will be labeled a little later. So what they mean, the first one means that there is like a pending mint transaction to your address. It exists, but it's not confirmed by enough relays. And the second one means that enough relays have confirmed it. So all we need to press the collect. You see confirmed status. 2 out of 2 relays have confirmed. No one have rejected this event. Let's press. You can see the fee is 1 ton, but it's always, the upper limit. So most of this amount will be transferred to you back. Let's see. Okay, so now we're sending the message, which means collect our newly minted 900 tethers. Let's wait a little until it's confirmed. Okay, so you can see we have sent like 1 ton.
It just takes some time for it to process. That is where you can see that it is an alpha stage of the interface. So we need definitely to add some more hints here and some more updates and information, but still it functions.
Okay, so now we are waiting for the wallet to automatically detect the incoming token transfer. You see, and we will show you it a little bit later. You can add any tip3 token in your wallet if you wish, but also the wallet smart enough to detect the incoming transfer. So you don't even need to press anything. Here it is. You have received 900 tethers. That's it. You can see, and as I said, most of the collect fees will be returned back to you. As you see, you have sent 1 and returned back 0.8, so it actually costs you 0.2 ton, which is like 10 cents. So here it is. We have our tethers in the Freeton. Let me say a few words about how the tether works in Freeton. As most of you know, in Ethereum there is so-called ERC20 token standard, which works fine on Ethereum, but it won't work on a Freeton due to technical reasons. So there is another standard called tip3 tokens, which fits great with the Freeton architecture. The key difference is that in a tip3 architecture, each user has its own associated token wallet contract. Since I am a holder of a USDT in Freeton, somewhere in the network there is a special contract which stores my tether. And if any one of you have also Freeton tethers, you also have your own smart contract holding your tethers. And if I transfer my tethers to you, our smart contracts communicating directly. There is, no huge token holder contract like in ERC20 standard. Right now we support only USDT. As you see, there is no technical struggle to support much more ERC20. Actually, we can support any ERC20 token, and we will definitely do this a little bit later. USDC, DAI, wrapped Ether, of course, probably much more tokens. So it's, as I said, easy to integrate for any wallet or exchange, and you can integrate this T3 Tether for your DeFi project to build like DEX on the Freeton. So let's continue. Interesting part is transferring tethers inside the Freeton. As you remember, transferring tethers in Ethereum costs you also costs you more than even like the $20 right now. It costs you to transfer tether in Ethereum. So I will transfer some amount to Vlad, and he will continue the presentation. Let me copy the address. Is it correct, Vlad?
Just let me check. Just a second. F58 at the end. Yeah, B38 at the beginning. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so let's say I want to send you.
But before you send, maybe we should demonstrate adding TIP3 token to the wallet itself.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So let me.
Because as you have seen, so right now the contract for the TIP3 token was deployed automatically, and in fact, you can do this by yourself. So, Sergey, can you please drop in the Zoom chat the address of the token itself?
Sure. A few seconds.
So meanwhile, I will just show. So now in Crystal Wallet, you have this blue button, which is called Add. Here I will show now the first thing and also touch slightly on the second one. So you need to specify the address of the root token contract here. In our case, it will be the root token contract of the Tether USDT on Freeton, and it will be automatically.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just put it here and tap confirm. Okay, that's it. So you see it has added, but right now it is the calculated address. It has nothing to do with the real contract. It's not deployed yet. Normally, when someone sends you the transfer, the contract is deployed automatically. It just takes some piece of sender, if I'm not wrong, balance just to deploy this contract. But you can do it yourself. Just to minimize the costs of sender. So I will do this now. So you see I have 10 tons now. So I'll press deploy. So I confirm that I want to deploy and deploy. Okay, now it's sending the transaction, the message, sorry, to the contract for deployment. Yeah, Sergey, maybe you just can explain a bit more what's going on right now.
Yeah, as I said above, you can open the presentation. Actually, as I said, in TIP3 in Freeton, every token holder has its own associated token wallet contract. So you obviously you need to deploy it. That's what Vlad just done.
Yeah, and as you see, it is sending a bit more to make sure that the contract is deployed for sure. It's also some empirical value. And you see some part has returned already to my balance. And now the button has disappeared. So now the contract is deployed, and Sergey can send me some tethers. So I'm giving the screen to you back. Just please show how you transfer.
Okay. 1 second. So here it is. This is Vlad's address, and this is the amount. Since it's like a direct mirror of the Tether in Ethereum, Tether has 6 decimals in Ethereum, and in Freeton it also has just 6 decimals. So let me send. Confirm. Okay, here it is. We will see a little bit later the outcoming transfer, and also the upper limit of the token transfer is 0.5, but most of the funds will be returned a little bit later. So you can see that the Tether balance has decreased. Here it is.
Maybe you can show this transaction in the Explorer as well.
Probably yes, with their button to show it.
Yeah, just copy the address and show it in the Explorer.
Okay, let me do this. Here is my address. Also, you see that most of the funds have returned back, and the transfer have cost us 0.12 ton, which is also just a few cents.
It's nothing, yeah.
Comparing to like $20 in Ethereum. So here it is, my wallet address, and you see these messages. This one is transferring the Tether actually, and this one returns back funds to me. So one of these smart contracts is our is mine token wallet USDT contract. It also will be labeled a little bit later. So
yeah, we will definitely add some sections for token transaction monitoring, pretty much like Otherscan has. Okay, so just let me now switch to my screen.
Here we go.
Very good. So you see now I have got 520 tethers, exactly the same amount. So because the gas was paid in tons, and this is the exact amount of tokens I've got. So it works pretty similar to what is happening in Ethereum. So nothing new to the end user. Yeah. So. And I guess this is some corresponding message, attached value to this message. What are we going to do now is very interesting, because Sergey has locked some amount of tethers at the bridge contract, at the vault contract, and right now I will try to withdraw it to my Ethereum address. I didn't put anything through this interface, as you have seen. So it's a purely new wallet, a new address. It's the first transaction in tethers, and now I will try to withdraw this amount from the vault contract in Ethereum. So to do this, I just need to push the send button. So here it will be improved, but right now there's one field, both for withdrawing funds to Ethereum address or transferring tokens to some other Freeton address. So it will detect automatically based on the format. Now I need just to take my MetaMask address. So you see now I have some 8 tethers here. I put it here, and you see that the button has changed. The event proxy address appeared, and now I will input the amount. I will specifically input the amount with some decimal places for you to see all the economics behind. So I will withdraw the whole amount and push the swap back button. All right. Send USDT. While I'm doing this, in fact, there is a whole process behind. So the tokens are being burned from the Freeton contract, and relay nodes are monitoring what's going on and also checking transactions. So we will think on how to display this here as well. So right now, the tokens have been burned in Freeton. Now I need to get them from the Ethereum network. So as you have seen, this is pretty the same that's going on. So we have sent the transaction with some added value. Most part of it will return. This is a transaction for burning tokens. So we just need to wait a little. Yeah, so I've got the change back. And now we are waiting for validators, relay nodes to validate the transaction. And they are signing it now and writing it to the corresponding vault contract. So let's wait. It normally takes just under 1 minute. It's because of mainly the performance of Ethereum network itself. I would like to have Tetris here, you know, while I'm waiting for withdrawal. Yeah, that's it. So now we've got 2 messages. So Sergey can explain a bit maybe on this too.
Yeah, the same thing as transferring from Ethereum to Freeton. The first message you're pointing to is means that relays have discovered the burn event, but they haven't confirmed it. And the second one means that enough confirmations have been received. So now you can send some proof of the burning into Ethereum in order to receive your USDT in Ethereum.
Very good. So right now, pushing this button, so I will be directed to the bridge website. And here I select my wallet. That's it. So, and here I see the details of my withdrawal transaction that I want to do in Ethereum network. So I see the center address, which is pretty much mine one. So yeah, it is. It is. I see the recipient address, which is my MetaMask wallet, BC506C. Yeah, it is. This is the amount that I inputted in the wallet interface. It's with all the decimal places after this. This is the part where the bridge itself earns its commission. So it earns only on when people try to withdraw money back to Ethereum, so intentionally. And this is the amount that will be sent through the Ethereum before taking all the blockchain commissions. So yeah, this is approximate amounts that I will receive. So let's push button execute. So now it has prepared the transaction for withdrawing money from the vault account. This is the gas price. So how do I change the cost of the gas? I think I put it here. Yes. So I will put the fastest one. Oh my gosh, it's $55 now. That's crazy. You remember we had 20 at the beginning of the demo. Well, it's $55 already. Okay, guys, I suffered. I push confirm. So, and now the transaction is being sent. So we can open it as a scan and wait for it. Oh my God. Probably it's not located yet. Something's going wrong here. Yeah. Sergey?
Sometimes Etherscan takes a while to index your transaction. Let's wait a little more.
Ah, yeah, here it is. Whew. I was already worried. Nothing's going wrong here, guys. Everything's fine. So in under 45 seconds, normally it should appear and execute. So we see it's still not done. Yeah, that's it. So you see, I now have got the transaction to my MetaMask address.
You can see the 30.
And you see I've got an incoming transaction. You see notification from MetaMask here. And normally I should see, yeah, my balance was refilled. And these are the original tethers that were withdrawn from the vault account. And here we are still waiting for 3 confirmations. So you see Etherscan just indexes Ethereum a bit faster, but still, so it will just show that everything is fine. And any second, yeah, that's done. That's was the full cycle of the liquidity flow that was done through the working Ethereum to Freeton bridge. So anyone who has some excess $80, yeah, can try it for themselves and experiment and see that everything is working fine. Yeah, but this is one of the reasons why Freeton matters. All these commissions that are in Ethereum, so they are crazy. It's Freeton for this is a really competitive blockchain. One more thing, in addition to this, that I wanted to show to you today is the functionality that we introduced to Crystal Wallet. You may have seen it's that you can now add any DePool here and monitor whatever it is. So, Sergey, would you be so kind to send me an address of any DePool? I will just show how it works.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just drop it to the Zoom chat. Is it?
Few seconds, please.
Okay. So actually, it's very simple, but it lets you flawlessly stake the amount, any amount from your decentralized wallet, from Crystal Wallet to the DePool of your choice. So you can add any DePool for version 3, I guess, here, and it will automatically be withdrawing to your wallet everything that you have earned.
The address I have sent in chat.
This one, yeah, BBCD. Okay. Confirm. That's it. So it has appeared here now, and if we come here, so now it's only one button, stake. I want to stake 5 tons. I just push the button, send ton, input the password, and it's been sent. So as with all other DePool, so it will just be included in the next validation cycle and start earning some sweet tons for me. Yeah, so some ordinary stake. And you have seen, I just need to update the balance. Yeah, so it will recognize it soon. And afterwards, as soon as you have done this, so you can easily withdraw it. 5 is too low, it says. Ivan, which amount is okay? 10, okay. I don't have 10. I have 30 cents less. Okay, never mind.
You can but you have the buttons here. So guys, I want to say a few words from my side.
Yes.
Today, historical moment, and now I can say that Freeton DeFi ecosystem is launched.
Woo! Hooray!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
We have a lot of plans what we should do next, how we'll launch bridge governance token and rules for relays, and I have few partners who will use this token like payment method, because a lot of guys want to get stablecoin with very small commission, and we will declare about DeFi Alliance in 1, maybe in 2 weeks. It's a group of funds who already put some $1 million to this bridge, and I think it will be very exciting for the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's really something historical. It's like, you know, the first step on the moon, but for the Freeton ecosystem, and with it, it will just make the whole blockchain grow a lot, because it's some real projects coming here with real money, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I was saying earlier today that if you have people and institutions with liquidity that would like to bring it here, and so then it matters. And I just didn't want to just spoil something.
Guys, I think we must promote this activity in the Asia market, because the most of liquidity concentrated in the Asian actives, in Asia pools, and mostly in China investors. And as I saw in the big exchanges and big OTC pools, the money, all money focused, I mean, DeFi money focused in Asia.
Yes, Nick, we know about it, and some funds in the DeFi Alliance from Asia. But maybe let's communicate in PM, and maybe your funds is another funds.
Yeah. I have the good relationship with Fintech Association of Hong Kong. It's a very powerful organization and non-profit, and they cooperate with all banks of Hong Kong system and Taiwan, Singapore, and China mainland. I think we can promote for them some short material or short presentation about the opportunities and roadmap of free-tone DeFi stack, if you can provide it for me.
Sure.
One question. I asked Mr. Filatov yesterday about it. What do you think about the DeFi system for autonomous DAO, like DAO for independent investors who can invest in startups based on the synthetic token inside the free-tone ecosystem? For example, we can use our sub-government system like base for build DeFi protocol, which can help financing and fundraising for small startups. For example, the step one, gate one, startups raise $10,000 and approve some of their activity for sub-governments. After that, sub-governments is voting and next approve next step. And step by step, the startups can show the progress, can show the MVP, and attract the new investors in this process. What do you think about this?
I think it sounds interesting for small startups who maybe will be involved to this ecosystem.
Yeah, because I had before my startups like SafePal on Binance is a hardware wallet, and when I invested my money, we stopped it on the stage of need to to manufacture some 200 pieces for test groups, for take feedbacks and other. And after that, I haven't money to follow this project. If I had instruments like the DeFi, I can open my smart contract with my token and deploy on this platform, and investor can voting. It's good or not, is I already invest or not I already invest.
Okay, sounds very good. Yes, Anzor has hand raised, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello. I just wanted to say that this whole the whole thing with financing startups and then when they sort of confirm their stages that they've reached, and then they receive a new portion of money. This sounds a lot like the decentralized autonomous ICO described by Vitalik Buterin. It didn't really take off in 2018 as a concept used by many startups because IO and stuff like this has been implemented more and it had more hype, but this thing was actually very promising back in the day, and I think it can be very easily done here. So it's practically it's like a container for a startup that unlocks every time it confirms that it has reached new I guess stages in what they're trying to do, in what they're trying to raise money for. And there's actually a whole system described along with all the smart contracts in the one startup actually did it, and they described the whole voting system behind it, the whole smart contract system that actually unlocked everything, unlocked the funds for them stage by stage. So it can be, I think it can be easily ported, and it really has some good well perspective to work here. And it really is a decentralized way to raise money, I think, compared to ICO and to IO. So,
it's much easier to implement it from scratch on Tom. It will be much more efficient and more robust. And this.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying that there's already like an example of what can be done, and it's a whole, well, it's a complete system that's already described, and it already has some sort of testing results. So it's been tested by someone before, and there's. I'm saying we're standing on top of giants' shoulders here already, because some stuff has been done in this regard. I can later send the link to the whole concept to the DeFi group.
Yes, please, of course. We like new ideas. We like.
I don't remember the name of the startup now, but I will send the link to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, guys so kindly just stopped me with 10 more tons just to display how how the stakes of the third version work, because it's, I guess it's the limitation introduced from the new version. So I will just do this. I'll put 15 to make sure. Send on.
We don't show anything.
I don't. Do you see? No. Do you see now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Just before, while it's sending, I just want to say maybe a few words about what's next steps. Yeah, so see, so I can withdraw all apart, and it will take some time. Now it's in the stake now, and the balance has reduced, so it's pretty flawless. So try it yourself, and you can have as many DePools as you want here. Speaking about the next steps.
Sorry,
yes,
how you can see info about this DePool return?
Yeah, just a second. Sorry. Yeah, so it will stay here as soon as you have added. Here is the address of the DePool that you have added, and it will just show transactions here that refer to you, to your wallet from where you have sent your stake. And also, if I'm not wrong, and I remember it correctly, you will receive all the rewards directly to your wallet. Please, guys, correct me if I'm saying some wrong things. Yeah, and the list of DePools, I guess, is available at several resources, so you can find it there easily. And now each new validator has its own DePool, and he can add it here and stake all the excess funds easily.
So you will not duplicate the data and statistic of the DePool. Let's assume you have 5 on your list in your wallet. How you shall differentiate them?
Yeah, this is a good question, and I already told this to guys that we need to have some kind of label here to differentiate at least. And the issue with this specific wallet that was initially developed by Durov's team is that it's all the front is written in C++, and you need really to program everything in C++, and it's a nightmare. Probably we will just rework this to be more flexible. We have a lot of good designs developed within the contest, and I think that the redesign is coming. But right now it's working. It's still a concept, still in beta, but at least it helps you to flawlessly just transfer some funds from your wallet to a certain DePool and vice versa. And everything stays on your device. That's the main thing.
Okay.
And is it possible to use the 12 words seed phrase to?
No, in fact, Crystal Wallet uses the simple wallet contract. It's different from safe multisig or set code multisig contract, and it requires 24 words for initiation. So that's pretty how Fritzon works. Mitya can elaborate on this a bit more than me, but that's what I know. All right. Now a few words about the next steps for the bridge itself. So we are planning to announce the bug bounty program. So I will be preparing the contest for bug bounty soon. Hopefully it will be ready either this week or early next week. And anyone is invited to test the whole system and find all the bugs. So you can join this beta testing group. You can have a link here. So you can either type it or just scan it with your cell phone, and please add everyone who wishes to find anything and participate. And all the bugs that are posted there, so you can easily submit to the contest. And so depending on the severity, there will be different prizes. And this is an important stage for us before the formal security audit that is coming right after we just find and fix the most critical bugs with your help. And also in parallel, of course, we will be just doing some UX and UI improvements, because as you have seen now, all the user flow, it is working, but in certain places you need to know what to do, and we will be working on this and make it very simple. So I see a lot of discussion in the chat happening. Okay, this is the link from Anzor. Thank you, Anzor. It's okay. If it's possible, can you please duplicate this link in the DeFi group in Telegram as well?
Yes, sure. I have a question though
Yes,
about
please.
this presentation. Will there be a recording?
There will be a recording first of all, and then we will drop this presentation immediately right after the call is ended.
Perfect, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's pretty it from my side. So if you have any questions, so open topics to discuss, so please feel free. Just raise your hand and let's do. Yes, Dmitry, please.
Yeah, hi again. I just wanted to ask one question. Does it an intentional or some kind of internal specific that the transaction cost for sending tons out is much higher than, or not tons, but USDT tethers?
Yeah.
Yeah, sending them out, it's much higher than to receiving it from Ethereum to our blockchain.
I think it's somehow linked with the amount of data sent, but maybe guys from the dev team, Sergey, maybe you can answer this.
Sorry, could you repeat
The question is, why is a transaction signing to deposit USDT is cheaper than to withdraw it?
The reason, first of all, you need to compare the gas price. I'm not sure that is exactly the same, at these two moments. And yeah, it may be a little bit more expensive. Probably we can even see this. Let me show you. So,
in fact, it is the gas price. So this is not something we really control. So yeah, this is something that you specify yourself.
Yes, so first of all, it's a gas price. So here, when we have released the tethers, we had spent like 180 gwei on gas price, and when we have locked it, we have specified 10 gwei less. But you can see on the gas limit for lock it is 94,000, and for release it's like twice bigger. It's because of the job which is done by the smart contract for releasing the tokens is a little bit more complex than the job it should be done to lock the tokens. What happens is a smart contract verifies the set of cryptographic proofs submitted by relays. It needs to verify the signature, to decode the proof, and actually done a lot of work. So the more work, the more expensive the gas fee.
Yeah, I think it's a very good feature to have it more pricey to get the funds of the Triton.
Yeah, this is for political reasons, but we don't say it. We name it gas price in Ethereum. Just joking.
Very good. Okay, and one small question regarding relays. Do you have any practical limits on the number of that relays? What is the practical limit? What do you think about? How many?
I think it's pretty high. Probably we can decentralize our network even to I'm not sure about the numbers, probably less than 100 relays is okay. So it can be really decentralized.
Yeah, it also depends.
What you need to think about is that each relay spends some fee in free tone to approve or reject the events. The relays spend funds, they need to earn it back. And since you need for now only 2 confirmations, the total fee is not very much. And if you decentralize your network to like 100 relays, you will spend 50 times more on it. And you need to think about the economy.
Yeah, so Ivan says it's the maximum is 2 power 16. So it's pretty much, as Sergey said, yes, it's mostly the matter of economics, I think, because you need to pay for maintenance of the server for this relay node. You need to sign transactions. So in reverse, you need to earn more than you have spent. So. Yeah, okay. I think the market will find the balance. In fact.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Three, two, one. No. Thank you so much for attending. So this is really was a historical moment for all of us and for Brokus team especially, because we invested so much effort and our brains into building this stuff, and now it works. And so with your help, I hope that it will be just the first small step for the whole bright future of our DeFi ecosystem. So see you next week at the same time. So, and if you have any questions, yeah, hooray, I see. Yeah. So wish you a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats.